Alright, starting on turn 6 here, and that's probably because the thumbnail is going to spoil what's about to happen. Not quite yet, it will be next turn. We're waiting with the 2 stoats for turn 7 so I can sell them, and this is something I've been doing a lot lately, trying to fish for crow or blobfish on turn 7, which then opens the door to a lot of other things. So I think here I'm going to sell the stoat and I get sea lion, big shock, and then no prizes for guessing what's going to come out of the second stoat, and it is another sea lion. So we're going to sell the pill bug and then level the fish, and we'll immediately upgrade our, we'll triple the stats on the sea lions by combining the fish. And then weirdly there I sold double zebra and all of them hit the same sea lion. So now we're just looking for more sea lions, because I mean when you get 2 you've got to go for 5, and we'll pill the betta fish to try and improve the attack on that one a little bit. Yeah, I guess I didn't bother taking the blobfish there because I don't think I really need to go for higher than level 2 sea lion. And then we're going to lose to level 3 guinea pig. You see that a little bit more frequently than you used to. And then we sell a third stoat and get another sea lion. So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better setup than this. But that doesn't mean that this team is going to be able to win. And I think here I'm going to buy-sell the gharial first. And rarely do I ever take the melon option here, but that's what we're going to go for. I'd rather have the longer term benefit, since we're only on 2 trophies, than play for one of the sniping toys. And it looks like we are going to lose here as well. Although we do get a lot of stats from the blobfish, so actually it's going to be a tie. Pretty lucky to get away with that, and I think we're going to need a lot of good fortune going forward in order to get this team, or get a team of 5 sea lions to win in customs with, well, I was going to say with mostly sea lion scaling, but I suppose that's not true. Well, we still got the buy-sell slot open. We can do stuff like I did there, where I'm buying the cow. And probably here I should have bought the octopus first. There's not really any benefit to buying the crow. Another team where it's not immediately clear what's going to happen, but yeah, we are actually going to lose. So we're starting to run out of hearts, down to 2, but we take the level up, and yeah, buy sell oyster. I can't remember exactly what this pack was set up for. I certainly wasn't trying to go for 5 of a kinds of anything really. I never do that in customs these days. I can't remember the last time I did it, to be honest, and oftentimes it will be for the really weak pets, in which case it tends to be shop scaling or maybe cat or something. But it's been a long time. I mean, there was a time, probably this time last year, that was all I was doing, was just playing customs with jellyfish, clownfish, alpaca, and then frog swapping onto weaker units. And we'll now get the 4th level 2 sea lion, and I am going to freeze the mosasaurus. Now here I was about to buy the 5th sea lion, and then I realized as soon as I do that I lose the power of having the buy sell slot open. So the last sea lion is just going to have to stay frozen in the shop until such time as we're ready to bring it in. And we have to kind of cycle the positions around here. The one at the back was getting high attack but low health. And no surprise it gets instant killed by a team of lynx and parrots. But thankfully they had no stats to speak of. Yeah, maybe there wasn't, I'm not sure what protective equipment there was in the pack. Maybe that was why I took the gharial in the first place. Maybe I didn't even have melon. I guess we'll find out when we get to tier 6. And there you can see I passed up the chocolate from the crow. So taking the crow in the first place wasn't really the smartest decision. But Mosasaurus is perfectly fine for 1 turn, just to get an extra 3/3. Kind of help equalize the stats a little bit on the 2 sea lions that have the lowest health. And this is another unusual team. with level 2 angler. You very, very rarely see that. And actually it's perfect. There's two 1 HP breakpoint points in there, I think. The eel had, I think it was 17 there. And then after the fact, one of the sea lions survived on 1 HP, I think. So that was another round that was very fortunate to get away with. And I think here I'm going to take popcorn. Maybe that does tell you something in terms of what was available in the pack, that I was just willing to take any perk that had some kind of use. Okay, so we do have melon. Maybe I was thinking along the lines of, you know, we only have stats, so having the popcorn at the back could potentially be, you know, the tiebreaker in a win-loss situation. I don't know, but thankfully we did find the melon, and yeah, we're having a bit of an easier time now, not so many close rounds, and we'll use the cat just to boost up the sea lions a little bit more. Yeah, grapes isn't the greatest perk, but there we go, we find another melon. And there was turtle as well, so yeah, very unusual that I took the gharial despite there being turtle and melon in the pack as well. And I've peeked ahead, and the next battle is actually kind of an interesting one. We completely dominate this team in terms of stats, obviously. We don't have any garlic though, and they have level 3 anteater, level 3 spider, so that's a tier 3 and a tier 2 now. But anteater producing 3 ants that are all level 3, so they're also giving plus 3/3. Seems a bit much for a tier 3 unit. And of course that change also means that spider can now spawn anteater as well. So I mean, the summon teams are just absolutely feasting on this update, despite the fact that that stoat got changed. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not I feel like anteater is too good. I've been playing a lot of Star Pack at the moment, and almost every team has anteater. But I am going to take the sock, I think, yep, and then buy sell zebra, or buy it now and then sell it next turn. We are starting to get to the point where some of the stats on the sea lions are going to hit 50. Big snipe team. But it looks like we're going to weather the storm. Yep. And fairly close, but we did have the zebra and the popcorn pet in reserve. And I feel like zebra, I could be wrong, but I don't think the buy-sell pets like zebra, they do avoid, if you have a 50-50 unit, they will avoid that unit. But I think if you have 50 health already, that's not enough. If they give both health and attack, it won't pass the pet over. But I haven't really paid too much attention to that in the past, so I could be wrong. And having found popcorn and melon here, I think I am going to replace the popcorn on the 4728, and then we'll put popcorn on the weak unit at the back, which I think makes a little bit more sense. Another summon team with level 3 turkey tiger. But weirdly, we actually win now. You know, you compare that team to the one that we played earlier, and the difference was that that other team just had a bunch of mushrooms. I think it was mushroom on anteater and mushroom on spider, and just the sheer volume of summons, even though they only had a single turkey compared to the tiger and the turkey there. So yeah, our popcorn unit gets moved by seahorse, but it looks like this team hasn't scaled heavily enough, so we're going to be okay. But we are kind of falling off a cliff now, because the benefit that we get from the sea lion ability is so minimal now. And yeah, I'll have to change the positioning again here if I actually want some of the stats to be topped up to 50-50. And yeah, there's no point in freezing the sea lion here. I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe that's just because, okay, I end up combining it in the end. I suppose it would be aesthetically pleasing to have the full team of level 2s. A full team of level 3s on the opposing team, which means the lynx does a huge amount of damage. But I think this time the mushroom pets are not going to have enough So yeah, we're fine here. So on to 9. And we're really kind of getting into the nosebleed territory here. Turn 19. I mean, I feel like at any moment it's going to be full team of leopards and T-Rexes on the opposing team. And yeah, I was about to go for the level 2 sea lion just for aesthetic reasons, but it doesn't really make any sense because so many pets are already on 50 health or 50 attack. So the level up doesn't really help us. And then look at this. Another, very close to level 3 team. The Doberman one-shots one of the sea lions. And actually here, we are going to win as a result of the popcorn. But if you take a closer look at that team, we only won because the Mosasaurus was 4th, not 5th. If they'd swapped that around, I would have lost. So I presume their toy was just about to break. And I was very fortunate to face them on that turn.